Hello, class. Good morning. My name is Medina Durakovic.
And my name is Giseli Fernandez. And today we'll be talking about activating prior knowledge.
So today we have a mini activity for you guys. What do you think the following phrases mean? We want you to write these down.
So please take out a pen and paper.
And write down what you think these following phrases mean.
It's raining cat and dogs.
The cat's got your tongue.
Take a hike.
When pigs can fly. So now we will present to you visuals of what these phrases mean now that you have had time to write them down.
And these visuals will help you stimulate your thinking based on prior knowledge.
So this is the one for It's Raining Cats and Dogs. And this is a cartoon. And the man is out with a box that says puppies only. And he's saying, my parents said it was raining cats and dogs. I'm hoping for a German Shepherd. As you can tell by the woman's face and the rain, there is clearly no dog that he is receiving. However, is an expression that is used to say it is raining very hard.
So this next expression says, cat got your tongue, which is a shortened form of, has the cat got your tongue? This idiom is used to compel someone to speak, to say something, or give a response when they are unusually quiet. It is similar to saying, have you nothing to say?
Take a hike. So usually when people think of the word hike, they usually think of a long walk through the mountains. However, when someone says take a hike, normally, well, not normally, but many people do not typically live near a mountain. So when someone tells you take a hike, they're usually saying take a walk, as in get out of my face.
When pigs can fly. So this is a phrase usually or typically used when something is completely not possible. It's usually when something cannot ever happen. So not even in your dreams.
And of course, pigs can't fly as well, right? So that's also part of the expression.
This mini activity was a segue into our lesson for today. And we're going to give you a brief discussion or a description. So prior knowledge is most useful when one is in the process of learning new information by activating what one already knows.
Active knowledge helps retain new information to ultimately be stored in the long-term memory.
And there are two types of prior knowledge. The first one is metacognitive knowledge, which is thinking about how to think about your own thinking, right? And it is a process where students self-reflect on how they solve problems in order to make sense of their own environment.
And topic knowledge, on the other hand, is knowledge about a specific topic. For example, if a teacher is reviewing Of Mice and Men, they might ask the class what they know about that book in particular.
So, moving forward, also, this was a segue to our mini lesson on Master Harold and the Boys by Arthur Fugard. And I want you to pay very close attention to how the title is written and why Master Harold is capitalized as opposed to and the Boys, which isn't. And I want you to kind of have in mind the little boy and the man and try to identify who is who.
Can someone tell us who you think Master Harold is in this picture? Okay, well, usually when you think of the word master, you think of someone very old, maybe not very old, but someone who is typically older and wiser than you. So in this case, you would think that Master Harold would be the older man in the photo. However, in this play, Master Harold refers to the little boy, and the lowercase boy in this case refers to the older man.
So this play focuses on the American themes such as racism and class, and it takes place in South Africa during apartheid, which is just another term used for segregation during the 1950s.
And now, me and Giselle will be reading an excerpt from Master Harold and the Boys. And I will be reading as Hallie, which is Harold, the little boy, and Giselle will be reading as Sam, the older man.
Please pay close attention to specific keywords used, and we'll later ask questions. So remember to take notes. Should we try again, Hallie?
Try what?
Fly another kite, I suppose. It worked once, and this time I need it as much as you do.
It's still raining, Sam. You can't fly kites on rainy days, remember?
So what do we do? Hope for better weather tomorrow?
Now, class, that you have heard the excerpt, we are going to be passing around handouts of this excerpt because we have an activity that we would like for you to do.
And for this activity, we'll please ask for the class to get in groups of 3.
So we want you to take a good look at the excerpt and try to write down in your groups what you guys believe that this excerpt is really trying to talk about. And afterwards, after a few minutes of this activity, we will be going over it. We made a poster for you all to consider in case you're having trouble with this activity. And these are not questions that you all have to answer, but it's a guide that you guys can refer to in case you are all feeling stuck at some point. And we will read off the questions for you now.
Did you have prior knowledge with the phrases in the activity?
If not, what did you do to try to understand the phrases?
What associations do you have with kites? Do they relate to your childhood?
Can you identify if the words in the excerpt are metaphorical or literal?
What mood comes to your mind when you think of rain?
If you reread this excerpt with this mood in mind, how does it affect your reading?
Have you tried paraphrasing the excerpt?
Have you tried using context clues for a better understanding of the excerpt?
Were any of these questions helpful in understanding the excerpt?
So the poster that we created for you guys is in the shape of a road. And this road is really meant to help stimulate your thinking as we try to do with the visual aids. And these questions might help you in guiding your thinking as you try to think about what the excerpt is trying to say. So take a few moments.
Okay, great. Now that we've heard from a couple of you, Nadina and I will give a brief summary on what the excerpt really means. So, flying the kite was actually a metaphor for hoping for better days, as both Harold and Sam once flew a kite when they had a better relationship in the past.
And also, yes, so they discuss rainy days, and Hallie says you can't fly kites on rainy days. And at the end, Sam refers to hoping for better weather. Typically, rainy days are very cloudy, and people usually feel very tired and worn out on rainy days, not really feeling like doing anything. However, better weather, which is ideal for flying a kite, would be a sunny day. And sunny days, because they are brighter, are typically associated with happiness. Therefore, the excerpt is trying to resemble 2 people who are trying to hope for a better relationship for tomorrow.
So the key words to identify is kite equals metaphor, and metaphor symbolizes hope.
And that is our presentation.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Okay.